first 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Collins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Temple lining up to punt it away.
Now, a 4th down.
And they'll just down it right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you're punting the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
Solid pickup for 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the toss. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Sooners. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Wants to throw. It's Douglas. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Temple lines up quickly. It's a draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be downed right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
The give to the tailback. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Buys a little time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end of this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he makes the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The back goes in motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Temple lining up to punt it away.
Number 37 on to kick it away.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and
off he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll...
Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Running it back, it's Stewart. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? To the air, it's Douglas. He's got it down the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile. And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Trying to get the corner.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll immediately call timeout.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw. It's Arnold. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Number 37 in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Collins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense.
Man, it looked like that was a house call. He made the first guy miss. It was going to the house. He was going to score a touchdown. And then, man, what a big turn of events. Talk about shifting momentum. He coughs it up, gives it to the other team.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Drama. And the stomping has commenced.
Number 15.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
42. Temple, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Fighting off the defender.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Scanning the field, it's Douglas. Pressure coming. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Afterburner's coming. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Temple!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run the toss. At the 45 on his way. Can anyone catch him? Past the 10. Touchdown Sooners. And the route is on.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Now the play fake. Flips it out to the back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's right on target. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The toss to the right. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. And the Sooners are marching down the field. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll try the right side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and...
Menu narration option is set to off.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll leave it with him. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. The Sooners have taken it inside the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. The Sooners will move the sticks.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. And that pass intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.